Calculus courses are like a vending machine. If you take a course or press a button, you receive a drink or education. With a vending machine, if you're thirsty and want water, you wouldn't get a water, a Coke, and a Sprite. The same theory applies with calculus courses. If you only need to take one, why take three? According to my survey, 66% of you who aren't required to take all three calculus courses plan on taking these non-compulsory courses, and even more of you probably have some feeling in the back of your mind that you want to do it. In this speech, from my own personal experience in Calculus 1, and from hours of research, I hope to dissuade you from taking what might be a useless and unnecessary course. You should not take any calculus courses beyond the requirements of your major. In this speech, I'll first discuss why calculus is a problematic course. Then, I'll move on to why it's considered the default math course. And finally, I'll discuss some solutions to the quote-unquote calculus problem. First, why calculus is a problematic course. According to mathematician and data scientist Louis Helm in his blog Rockstar Research in 2014, calculus has the lowest transferability of almost any branch of mathematics you can name. Further, calculus is not only not applicable to other fields, but it's taught badly. Calculus is taught of a series of formulas to memorize in a rote and uninteresting fashion, instead of the complex concepts and interesting ideas that it actually is. So, why is it so problematic? Well, it's considered the default math class because of the Cold War, and it's problematic because it's too complicated to understand. According to Daniel Ashlock, a professor of mathematics at the University of Guelph in a TED Talk in November of 2014, the original reason calculus is taught so broadly is because the Russian communists have more missiles than we do. During the Cold War, the West needed more aerospace engineers and rocket scientists, and to encourage people to pursue those fields, made calculus the default math course because of how it's exceedingly useful in physics and engineering, which are both useful for aerospace engineering and rocket science. However, there's a problem. Calculus is too complicated to understand. As Daniel Ashlock put it in the aforementioned TED Talk, the concepts needed to understand calculus are learned somewhere between the fourth year of a math major and the second year of graduate school. This leaves students uninterested and unengaged while rotely memorizing formulas ritualistically and repetitively. There are many counterarguments to why calculus is good, but the main two are that calculus is applicable to other fields like physics and engineering, and that calculus is good for your brain. I've already touched on how calculus is less applicable to other fields than many other courses such as statistics, and also the other argument, as Oliver Nill puts it in his pedagogy on 9/11/17, calculus develops the ability to think and solve problems. While this may be true, I'd argue that many other advanced math courses offer this same ability. So, if calculus is a problematic course, and we've discussed why, what solutions do you have? Well, many people often ignore the alternatives to calculus in advanced math. You can take statistics, linear algebra, discrete math. You have many options. These options will all give you the same good for your brain appeal that calculus has, and in addition will give you a better understanding of your field. Kate, a business management major, might want to take statistics, while Kabir, a computer science major, might want to take linear algebra. In addition, you can learn online. I specifically recommend 3 Blue 1 Brown's YouTube channel and his series, The Essence of Calculus. The series of 10 20-minute videos derives most of calculus through super useful animations and simple logic. This series will either be super useful to you, even if you're not convinced by my speech and pursue calculus as a way to supplement your knowledge, or as a basic understanding of calculus if you choose not to take it. In this speech, I have argued that you shouldn't take any more unnecessary calculus by first discussing how calculus is a problematic class, why calculus is considered the default math course, and finally, what solutions you have to the quote-unquote calculus problem. No matter if you are persuaded by my speech and take calculus or not, at least watch 3 Blue 1 Brown series, The Essence of Calculus, on YouTube. If the amount of calculus courses you take is greater than the amount that is required, The limit of your patience approaches negative infinity. QED.